good day, everyone. Welcome to the mindset of billionaire with the boss of all bosses. All right, and today we're going to be looking at things to do or how to become a millionaire in real estate. Okay, so this is the platform we teach you about wealth, okay, and how you can create wealth, how you can think like a billionaire, act like a billionaire, and do things that billionaires do to get wealth. Okay, but today we're going to be looking at investment, and the part of investment we're going to be looking at today is how you too can become a millionaire in real estate. Of course, I'm into real estate, so I like teaching about real estate. So that's what we're going to use to start the class for today. Okay, how you too can become a millionaire to real estate. Number one, educate yourself about real estate. Okay, now before you venture into real estate, you need to understand that you need to educate yourself. I've seen a lot of persons that wants to buy properties and they don't know why they want to buy properties. They don't know the reason why they want to buy. They don't even know the kind of properties that is available for them to buy. So they just wake up in the morning to say they want to go into real estate. Just wake up in the morning to say I want to buy land without even knowing the type of lands, okay, or the type of real estate investment, the various type of real estate investment that they should put in their money. Now we have different kind of real estate investment. We have the short let, we have Airbnb, we have land banking, okay, we have flipping, all right, fix and flip, okay, we have commercial real estate, that is residential real estate. Okay, so the question is, which among these investments you want to put in your money when you said you want to go into real estate? Now, a lot of persons thought that real estate is all about land banking. It's all about land banking. No, there are other type of real estate investments that you can literally put in your money. As a matter of fact, everything on this planet Earth started with land. Okay, so if you say you want to go into oil and gas, the place you need for your oil and gas is land, and that is real estate. Okay, a more on top of a land is real estate, which is commercial real estate. Okay, so if you say you want to start investing into real estate, now the reason why you should invest in yourself, if you need to have education, you need to educate yourself for you not to now know what type of investment in real estate do I want to put in my money, and which of the environment is suitable for my investment. Okay, so I'll say before you invest your money into real estate, the first thing you should know is you need to understand about real estate. You also need to know the various opportunities in the market that you need to put in your money, which is very important. You need to understand real estate. You need to know the various opportunities, all right, available for you to put in your money. And how do you get to know this? The first thing you need to do to yourself is you need to attend seminars. Okay, seminars on where they teach about real estate. You need to read books about real estate. Okay, and most especially, which is the most important one, you need to network yourself with other successful real estate individual for them to teach you, okay, not just teaching you, but also show you how you can also make money through investment. Okay, now I'm talking about people that wants to multiply their money through investment. I'm not talking about people that wants to build house because they want to live with their family. That is a personal thing altogether. Okay, we're looking at how you can multiply your money, all right, to real estate. And by the way, in case you're just joining, my name is Omojesu Alfred, also known as the boss of all bosses. Okay, and we're going to be for those of you that are just seeing me for the first time, all right, for those of you that are just seeing me for the first time, and today we are looking at how you too can become a millionaire, all right, through real estate, which number one we said is educate yourself. Okay, so you need to find out time. Okay, to educate yourself. All right, and networking is also very, very important. Number two, we say start small. All right, number two, you need to start small. All right, you need to start small. Okay, I've seen people want to go into investment and they just want to they just want to go into investment in hundreds of dollars. Okay, you need to start small. It's like you testing the waters. It's like you testing the waters. Okay, so if you really want to go into real estate investment, I always tell people the best and safest way to start is through land banking. All right, the best and safest way to start is through land banking. And what is land banking? Land banking is a process, okay, is a process of investment, okay, that multiply your money over time as the land appreciates. Okay, so meaning you look out for a bush, you buy the bush, okay, and hold it for a period of time. You own it for a period of time, okay, for the land to appreciate, okay, whether you want to sell it back to get your money back, or you want to develop it, but you decide to go and get it in a place, okay, in a place where at that point the properties are very, very affordable. So because they are affordable, you can buy and keep. All right, and you need to keep it for a period of time. Now I always advise people, okay, if you must even sell, let it be after 5 years. If you must even sell, if you must sell at all, let it be after 5 years. But if you can hold it for 10 years, for 15, for 20 years, the better for you. Okay, so the longer you hold the land, okay, the more the land appreciates for you. All right. Now, what's the concept behind land banking? Okay, I always tell people when you buy land, when you want to invest into land banking, okay, you don't look out for a city that is already developed. Okay, when you look out for a city that is already developed, it's no more land banking anymore. Okay, you look out for a place that is close to a city that is already developed. All right, so if this city is already developed, all right, it's not the best place for you to put in your money. Okay, yes, if you want to go into land banking, but if you want to go into commercial real estate and other type of real estate, okay, yeah, of course you can go there and buy. You can go there and do whatever you want to do. Okay, but we're talking about starting small when investing into real estate. Okay, we're talking about starting small. Okay, now if this city is already being populated already, all right, it's not a best place for you to go into, for you to put in your money and say you want to do land banking. Now the first thing you need to do is you look out for a city that is close to that place that is already developed, all right, and buy property there and keep it. You buy there and keep it. Now, because this place is already getting populated, okay, a time will come when the people here, this place will be overpopulated and the people will now start looking for another place to go. And this is you, they are meeting you here, all right? They are meeting you here to get your property. That's why you make more money. But I've seen a lot of persons that most time when they call and they were answering you for your properties and you tell them, oh, I have here and I have. I say, no, no, that place is bush. We cannot go there. We need here that is closer. Now, you want where that is closer. You don't even have the money at that time to pay for it. Okay, you don't have the money at that time. So the best thing for you to do is to look out for a bush. All right, buy the bush, but you have to do it strategically. You have to. That's why you need knowledge, which is number one is important. You need to educate yourself. Okay, you don't just go and buy any bush because we say you need to buy a bush and only for a period of time. You don't just go to your village and buy a bush because it will not appreciate. All right. You always look out for a city. All right. And look out for a place that is close to that city. A bush that is close to that city. All right. That is not where developer is close to that city. You buy here and you hold it. You hold it for a period of time. If you can hold it for 10 years, like I said before, fine. You can hold it for 20 years, fine. You can hold it for 10, 5, fine. But if you must sell, please let it stay up to 5 years. If you must sell, let it stay up to 5 years. Don't just go into real estate and start putting millions of dollars into your property for your first real estate. You might run into losses and it will affect you. It will definitely going to affect you. I've seen people that will say, oh, there's nothing, that is not a crime if I start big. No, not a crime if you start big. But the damage there is this: if anything happened to you, to your investment, okay, it's like you losing your life because you cannot manage the losses emotionally. Okay, and that's how we say the best way to start is to start small. You have to start small, then over time, all right, it appreciates for you. You sell, you make more money, okay, and you move forward to invest in the larger scale. Does that make any sense? If it makes sense, I want you to get it to me to say it makes sense. Okay, so the third one is focus on cash flow. Yeah, focus on cash flow. Now, when we talk about focus on cash flow, all right, we're looking at the second number, the second point of the seven kind of real estate investment. Okay, there are seven kind of investment we have in real estate. All right. Now, when we say focus on cash flow, now we're looking at those people that are into commercial real estate, that are into residential real estate. Okay. Now, you should understand that if you must make money, you should focus on cash flow. And real estate investment give you the opportunity to focus on cash flow. Okay, rental real estate is cash flow. All right, commercial real estate is cash flow. All right, so you focus on cash flow. It helps you to get that cash flow. All right, I used to tell people, if I have my way, okay, in every city that is well populated, I'm going to have a rental real estate in each of those cities. All right, that every month I will keep receiving my rent. Every year I'll keep receiving my rent. Now it's cash flow. It's cash flow. All right, it's cash flow. But even you going into land banking, a time comes when you can transfer it to cash flow. Cash flow. So when you're going into real estate, the first thing you should focus on is cash flow. You should understand after starting small. All right, the next thing you should look at, okay, sorry, the first thing is you educate yourself, you start small. Okay, then the next thing after starting small, you should be focusing on what? Your cash flow. Focus on your cash flow. All right, how much am I going to be making from this one with my rental payment? All right, now you can literally go into agriculture with your land banking land that you bought. Okay, now it gives you that cash flow annually, monthly. It gives you that cash flow. Okay, it gives you that cash flow. So you need to understand one thing. All right, cash flow is very important in real estate. Okay, now the next one you should be focusing on is use leverage. All right, use leverage. Okay, so number 4 is use leverage. So what is leverage? Okay, now this is what people don't understand, that real estate can help you. All right, so you can leverage on real estate. That's something I always tell people. Equity. All right, equity. All right, now a lot of people don't understand equity. All right, so you see, they focus more on their self. All right, they focus more on their self, not knowing that with their landed property is an equity for them to access loans from the bank or access loan from other individual sources. Okay, now when you buy properties, now the rich, the billionaires buy properties, okay, because they want to have enough equity. They buy properties because they want to access enough, they want to have enough equity. And what do they do with their equity? To access liquid funds when they need it. So look at you that doesn't even think that way. You don't think that way. So when you walk up to the bank today and say you need a loan, the reason why the bank will not give you a loan because you don't have enough equity. You don't have equity. So you can access loan. You don't have equity. And one of the most easiest way that billionaires use to make money and keep having this cash flow regularly is because they have equity. All right, they have equity. All right, their business is doing well and they have equity. They have equity. Now I'm going to be taking my next class. I'm going to be teaching how you can also position yourself in such a way, all right, that when you need liquid funds, okay, you can access it easily by building with what you have right now. So when we talk about leverage in on your real estate, is you need to, like in Africa, okay, Nigeria for instance, okay, you need to use real estate to build equity. You need to use real estate to build equity. If you want to be a billionaire, you need your real estate to build what? Equity. Okay, now I'm going to take the last one for today. Of course, because of time, we'll continue from tomorrow. Now, the last one is buy, which is number 5. Okay, buy low and sell high. Okay, buy low and sell high. You seen about land banking. Okay, buy the property when the property is low and sell it when it appreciates. Buy the property when it's low and sell when it appreciates. I used to tell people, if you must go into land banking, one of the major regrets you will have is you don't buy enough. You didn't buy enough of it. You didn't buy enough of it. All right. You cannot do land banking with one plot. You cannot do land banking with two plots, not with even three plots. But you can start from one plot and constantly improve on the numbers. Okay, improve on the numbers. Let's say for instance now you have the ability and you got 10 plots. Okay, now I'm talking about those that have the ability to get 10, 20, 50, as the case may be. All right, now you have the ability and you decide to get 10 plots, and after 10 years you decide to sell just 5 out of the 10 and use that 5, okay, to get in another area again. You see, you're running a cash flow system, okay, every 10 years. You're running a cash flow system every 10 years, multiplying your resources every 10 years. Okay, it's more or less you creating generational wealth. Okay, it's more like you creating generational wealth, because why? If you don't learn how to multiply your money, if you don't learn how to multiply your money, you can never create generational wealth. Listen to me again. If you don't know how to multiply your money, you can never create generational wealth. And I tell people, okay, we work, all right, to make money. We make money to create generational wealth. And I want you to put that down. Okay, we work to make money, we make money to create generational wealth. The job does not end when you make the money. It only ends when you are able to use the money to create generational wealth, when you are able to multiply that money to create generational wealth. So when we're talking about buy low and sell high, is you must be patient. And now this is the point I need to talk to a lot of us. Okay, a lot of Nigerians are not patient. Okay, I've seen that a lot in my company. I've seen that a lot. Okay, when someone comes to buy a property and little challenge, the person just wants to sell immediately, and the person is all over like, oh, I want to sell. Oh. We don't have that stamina to withstand challenges. Now, nobody is telling you that challenges will not come. You see the difference between the rich and the poor. Okay, the rich and the poor. You see the difference. I heard this amazing story. I don't know how true it is, but the story seems pleasant to my ears. There's this popular estate in River State. I'm not going to mention their name for the sake of this podcast. Okay, and by the way, whatever country you're watching me from, okay, I'm wishing you live from Port Harcourt, Nigerian. All right, the South region. Okay, yes. All right, so you might be wondering where is this guy wishing us from? All right, so this is where I am wishing you from right now. All right. So that's this popular real estate company. I'm not going to be mentioning their name for the sake of this podcast. Like I said earlier on before, all right. This couple, they went to got a piece of land, like 3 plots, way back. A 3 plot. That was like almost 10, 15 years ago. They got 3 plots, okay. And after like 5 years, they wanted to japa. Okay, they wanted to japa. They wanted to relocate to America, and they just want to relocate, and they want to sell anything that they can lay their hands on to japa. And of course, they told they said that they will never come back to this country again. And those of you that are planning to japa, I have good news for you, but that will be my next podcast. Okay, so you don't fail to join me. All right. Now they wanted to go to a life story. All right, they wanted to leave. They wanted to leave. All right, and they went to sell their property. All right, and guess how much they sold it at that time? Okay, for 4 million naira. They sold the 3 plots. They would have just sold one and leave two, or maybe two and leave one, but they sold the 3 plots and they travel out. They travel out. 8 years after, they all came back to Port Harcourt again. They came back to the city. Now, they could not afford property in that same place. because the land there, the price has moved from that amount, which is 4 million, okay, to 150 million per plot. So now they could not even afford even half plots. And the wife said to the husband, "You cost it." No, the husband said to the wife, "You cost it. You're the one that pushed us to sell." And the wife said, "You're supposed to be the man to take decision, but you did not take decision. You're supposed to be the man here, and you did not take decision." And now they are regretting for selling their property. They are regretting. They are regretting because you know why? They cannot afford there. They have to look for a lesser place to buy. So what am I saying? Okay, you have to learn what they call ingrantia. You know what the meaning of ingrantia? You need to hold it from inside. That even though you want to sell, you need to hold it from inside. You say this thing is for the future. So the future it will be for. You have to hold it for inside. I know sometimes challenges can come and make us feel like this thing must leave now. I understand that you look everywhere, nothing to do, and the only thing your hand can touch is that property. But remember, the reason why you bought it for the first instant is to create generational wealth, is to serve you in 20, 10 years to come. All right. So you need to learn patience. Patience is a virtue when you're venturing into real estate, most especially land banking. You need to understand that patience is a virtue. All right. Nobody is telling you that the challenges will not come. Nobody is telling you that the temptation will not come. And that's why we say you have to be patient. You have to be patient. And note one thing, land banking is not a Ponzi scheme. All right. It's not what you buy 1 million today and sell 2 million the next. I've seen some clients trying to play those fast games on our companies. Okay. No, 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 no. It's not a Ponzi scheme. All right. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It requires your patience. The reason why we have few billionaires on the face of planet Earth because they are the ones that learn to be patient and watch their property grow over time. My name is Omojeso Alfred. I hope today class makes sense, and if it does, I would like to put you on the comment button to say today class actually makes sense. That's the way we tell ourselves thank you. All right, yeah, just put it on the comment button to say today class actually makes sense, and I hope this class also helped a little bit for those of you that wants to go into real estate. All right, you can go over it over and over again. Send it to your friends, send it to your family members, send it to your husband, to your wife. Let them get knowledge before they decide to go into real estate. Next week, we're going to be looking at various documentation you need when you want to go into real estate and how you can indicate when property is a red flag. And by the way, you can join me every Monday by 8 p.m. and also every Thursday by 8 p.m. as I'm going to be dropping fresh episode on the same platform. Don't forget to like the page and also press the follow button so each time I drop content, you will be the first to be exposed to that content. I want to say I love you, but one thing you should fail not to understand is this: God love you more. See you on Monday by 8 p.m. God bless you.